The garden's whispers. Imagine tending a wild, sprawling garden. Vines curling, blooms bursting, critters weaving through in unpredictable leaps. Years spent nurturing these tangled patches reveal a stubborn truth. They defy full mastery, catching even seasoned hands off guard. That they surprise so often speaks as much to human limits as to the garden's own pulse. Each attempt to pin down its rhythms meets a twist from the living world, unveiling three enduring lessons. All understanding is a sketch. Every label for a plant, every map of the beds, every count of flowers or scribbled rule forms a mere outline. The ideas shaping how this garden grows? Sketches too, useful, yet never the breathing soil itself. These sketches often align closely with the garden. This knack keeps humanity thriving amid roots and bees. The sharpest outlines emerge from muddy hands, watching seasons turn, sharing tales with neighbors, tending a small trade. Lived-in glimpses paint intricate, vivid pictures. Yet no sketch holds the whole bloom. Here lies the stumble. Unexpected sprouts jolt the mind, which juggles only a few threads at once. A guess might hit true, but reason astray, or reason soundly from a flawed start. Compounding growth, a seed choking a row in weeks, baffles most. Taming a wobbly system defies gut alone. This dance teeters on a tightrope. Vast knowledge of the world's hum coexists with gaping blind spots. Wisdom dazzles, ignorance dazzles more. Sharpening the view is possible, but perfection remains a mirage. These truths, forged in life's messy webs, frame a gardener's guide to the snags. Thriving amid loops and tangles demands peering past. Daily buzz, beyond bees, to the deep bones beneath the green. Chasing clean edges or flawless logic misleads. Instead, watch for choke points, wild bends, and slow drifts. Tamper with a system's bounce, its self-sorting knack, or its layered sway, and misjudgment follows. The twist, or gift, for those who relish chaos over control, is this. Mastering these quirks thins surprises, never banishes them. The garden holds its own will. The pull of the flashy life's a cunning tangle. A riddle cloaked in vines, inputs glimpsed, outcomes guessed in lines. Human attention gravitates to the vivid. Storms felling trees, shops shuttering, apple prices spiking to $5 a bushel. A child's ribbon, a river's swallowed bridge, a wildfire's charred slope. These bursts gleam like beads on a thread. They stir the heart, each turn fresh, a sky of shifting moods keeping the gaze hooked. Yet chasing these flashes misguides. They dazzle but reveal little. A blaze sears the sight, mere smoke from deeper roots. Fewer shocks would stun if the slow pile were traced. Shop sales climbing months on, rivers swelling over years, fires flaring oftener. This pulse over time, the rise, slump, sway, drift, tells more than the day's flare. If tales wove these threads, the view would stretch beyond fleeting dramas. The real craft lies in the scaffolding, how the garden's pieces interlock. Envision pipes and pools, arrows curling back. A steady drip seeks balance. A gush floods, wild. At a lag, and waves ripple or stranger patterns bloom. Mastery hops between the map, pipes, and the music, pulse, tying a snapped twig to its sway in the soil beneath. A wind-up toy car clicks clear, but in the wild, headlines shout, "Rains failed, apples soared," or "Taxes sank the shop." Flicker to flicker leaps miss tomorrow's shape or the game's fix. Even number tracers, charting sales or harvests, skip routes like orchards or barns, hunting patterns that shift with each season's whim. A kitchen stove proves it. Logging, gas flickers might hint at warmth, until a window cracks or the pilot fades. Tweaking heat demands peering at the guts, not just the flame. The garden outfoxes because petals dazzle, roots whisper, and the frame beneath eludes. Curves over straight lines. The mind craves straight paths. More water, more blooms, tidy, solvable, chalkboard ready. Yet the garden bends, a tweak, shifts the rules, weaving wonders no line predicts. Straight links promise ease. 5 gallons yield 10 tomatoes, 10 yield 20. Curvy ones defy. 50 gallons snag 15. 100 drown the roots to none. Traffic flows until extra cars clog it. A pinch of compost lifts vines, a heap scorches them. Gentle praise boosts spirits, a flood sours them. These bends confound, clashing with more is more, or small harm stays small. A nudge flops, a push backfires, surprise strikes. More, they steer. A gray moth gnaws oaks, birds curb it until a lush spring tips the scale. Oaks wither, moths starve, the cycle spins, sprays metal, juicing the moth's edge, teetering the woods. Curves don't just jolt, they guide. Edges that blur labels like side effects tag the garden's quirks, as if some fruits count and others drift. Yet it's one stew, no clean split between soil and rain, shop and street, breath and wind. Edges drawn exist only in thought, the wildest magic brews where lines fade. Wildflowers spill past fences, sparrows nest beyond trees. Sketches mark source or sink with puffs, handy but unreal. Water seeps from springs, hills, storms. Wilted clippings heap into mulch, leach to streams, circle back. A bakery's flour sacks pile up, from mills, wheat, fields, sun, sweat. Loaves feed bellies, bins, worms. Flooded fields or overflowing bins upend the puff. Over decades, hills erode or rise, reshaping all. No away exists. Everything loops. The right edge hinges on the riddle. A week's rain skips geology. A century's harvest traces dirt. Draw too tight, and a highway breeds sprawl that jams it anew. Too wide, and arrows drown the view. The craft lies in the sweet spot, knowing it's a choice, not a fact. Limits of plenty. The mind clings to lone heroes, one seed, one bloom, shying from bounty's caps. Yet the garden sings in chorus. Each sprout leans on sun, water, bugs, loam, each with its brim. A berry bush craves light, air, nitrogen, zinc. Flood it with water, starve it of phosphorus, and it fades. A bakery needs ovens, bakers, wheat, power, roads, buyers. A town. Skimp, and it stalls. Growth chases the tightest knot. More pie sellers with a small oven stack orders. A bigger oven with thin wheat runs dry. Growth gnaws its leash. A bush exhausts soil. A town dries wells. No endless rise, just a dance with the next wall. Spotting the shift, from water to wheat, ovens to oil, tunes the rhythm. No patch. No town, no dream climbs forever. Choose the fence or the garden will. The creep of time, quick winds tempt, yank a weed, see it gone. Yet roots spread slow, mail lags, buyers dawdle, ovens rust. Time stretches every move. Guessing a task's pace, pruning a hedge, then tripling it holds true. Pauses shape the play. A cough brews days before a sneeze. Smoke drifts years before a river chokes. A herd doubles in a decade. Retool a bakery? 5 years. Replace its gear? 15. Short riddles dodge creeps. Big ones can't. Lags twist. Too slow. Overshoot. Too fast. Jitter. A law flips overnight. Not the land's hum. Mergers stumble long. Coal puffs warm seas later. Act when the knot's clear and the chance has slipped. Shadows of sight. A market seems a puppeteer, tugging choices to harmony. Lovely, but clumsy. A hiker trashes, a trail for a shot. A baker floods buns till prices crash. A logger saws his living down. Each move fits its frame, yet the tangle flops. Tunnel vision reigns. A logger misses rival axes, a baker rival ovens. Guesses grope, settle, not mastery, just muddling. Skewed too, over-fretting a wasp, shrugging a drought, betting now over. Next, swap roles, hiker to ranger, baker to buyer. Views shift, blinders stay. Loggers overcut, mayors favor mills over parks. Tweak signals, a meter in the hall, not the cellar, and the dance pivots. The fix isn't new hands, but clearer. Strings,